Greetings, family. Peace and love to you and yours. This is Guru, and thanks for visiting my channel. Well, family, a policeman pulls over black woman and quickly discovers she is the state attorney. Let's take a look at this story. So, family, a pair of police officers caught themselves on camera struggling to explain why they had pulled over Florida's first and only black state attorney. Aramis Ayala, who serves as state attorney in the Sunshine State's 9th Judicial Circuit, was pulled over on June 19th. As the officer approaches her window, she can be seen grabbing her license from her wallet, which she then hands over to him. When he asks what agency she works for, she responds, "I'm the state's attorney." The officer immediately launches into an explanation for the stop, explaining that he ran the tags on her car and received no result. Miss Ayala asks, quote, "What was the tag run for?" The officer then begins stumbling, saying, we run tags through all the time, whether it's a traffic light and that sort of stuff. That's how we figure out if cars are stolen and that sort of thing. You know how they try to make up things as they go along, something that sounds good. That's what they used on her. He then adds that also the windows are really dark. I don't have a tint measure, but that's another reason for the stop. So, of course, she has tinted windows. And I'm looking at her car. But anyways, I have a BMW. I'll just say that, put that out there, with tinted windows. I've been stopped in my car. I was stopped because driving down the freeway, this white officer, she claimed that all she could see was my black driving gloves. Now, mind you, this was during the day. It was during midday, and I happened to be driving down the freeway, and my car is a very nice car. I'll just say that. She pulled me over, claims that, yeah, she pulled me over for tinted windows. Well, that was a bunch of hogwash. But that's the lame excuse that they use. They'll let white people have cars with all kinds of tint on their windows. They don't get pulled over for that. But when you're black or brown, they use that as an excuse to pull you over. These are the racist soldiers, so-called people we call police officers. The ones in the blue uniforms with the badges, those Halloween costumes they wear. Yeah, those guys. Yeah, this lady, she pulled me over claiming that kind of sort of stupid thing. Well, that's what happened to this state's attorney. But we're going to get back to the main story here. Well, as you can imagine, she was pretty annoyed. The state attorney, visibly annoyed, asked for the officer's cards. Neither have them available, so they write their contact information on a piece of paper. So you hear this? Just like when they ask us for, identification. Do you have a driver's license? Now, here does the state attorney ask them for their card, and neither of them have them available, so they have to write their contact information on a damn piece of paper. Now, these are supposed to be professionals. Really, what should happen is hopefully she talked to their supervisors and they got their butts written up, suspended or something, because that's just, to me, it's so unacceptable that they require so much from us. But then when they're called upon their crap, then, we don't have it available. And so then they have to write their information on a damn piece of paper for the state attorney. That's a shame. That's a shame. Anyways, the Orlando Police Department said that, quote, "It allows the running of tags for official business only, and this is done routinely on patrol." Yeah, I know, they're just covering for each other. Again, like I said, they do this. Black folks, this is the reason why we talk about being on code and how we should be. You don't understand that everybody else does it except for us. Are we that stupid? Are we that dumb? Well, in regards to the video, which was released by the Orlando Police Department last month, the officer stated the tag did not come back as registered to any vehicle. As you can see in the video, the window tint was dark, and officers would not have been able to tell who or how many people were in the vehicle, the statement said. Well, actually, we haven't looked at the video yet. We're going to take a look at it together. I didn't look at it yet, so I would imagine. But like I said, I had tint on my window. And you as a black person or brown person, I'm sure you too have had tint on your car and may have been pulled over, and it was used as an excuse of why you got pulled over, while everyone else, though, gets to drive around in their car with tinted windows. How many white people have you seen in Mercedes-Benz with their windows tinted? Exactly. I know people that have Mercedes-Benz and have tinted windows, and they don't have the same issues that black people tend to run into with tinted windows. Anyways, no complaint has been filed over the stop, police said. Miss Ayala, a career public defender, ran for state attorney on a platform of transparency and a promise to bridge gaps with communities of color. In a statement to The Independent, Miss Ayala said she was, quote, violated no laws. She has violated no laws. Quote, the license plate, while confidential, was and remains properly registered. The tint was in no way a violation of federal law, although the traffic stop appears to be consistent with Florida law, the statement said. Quote, my goal is to have a constructive and mutually respectable relationship between law enforcement and the community, Miss Ayala added. I look forward to sitting down to have an open dialogue with the chief of Orlando Police Department regarding how this incident impacts that goal. Miss Ayala recently made headlines for refusing to pursue the death penalty in the murder trial of Markeith Lloyd, who was accused of killing Orlando Police Lieutenant Deborah Clayton and his pregnant ex-girlfriend, Shade Dixon. Florida Governor Rick Scott removed her from the case for what he called her refusal to, quote, fight for justice. So you can understand that when police don't get their way, well, they're going to go over your head and try to get you removed from your post. And that's what they try to do to her. Miss Ayala, though, has asked the state Supreme Court to block Mr. Scott's decision. In April, the state attorney's office reported she had received a noose in the mail accompanied by a disturbing letter. The office said Miss Ayala frequently receives hate mail, often expressing racist sentiments. So that's the extent of that story. I'm getting ready to show you the video, but before I do, I just want to make a comment on this last part. We know about this state attorney, Aramis Ayala, because we talked before in another video about the news she received in the mail and the disturbing letter. Now, the office said that she frequently receives this type of hate mail expressing racist sentiment. That says a lot. It says a lot of Florida, for one. It says a lot about white people, for two. Because, listen, she can't be receiving this racist crap if white people weren't sending it to her. You guys need to always look at your own behavior and stop deflecting and stop passing the buck somewhere else when it belongs squarely in your face. You know, passing the buck, coming up with all kinds of excuses is just unacceptable. And so anyways, here it is that she's constantly receiving this type of thing, including a noose in the mail. But anyway, let's take a look at the video.
You're good. What agency you with?
I'm the state attorney.
State attorney. All right. Thank you. Your tag didn't come back. Never seen that before. I'm sorry? Yeah. We're good now.
So it was.
We ran the tag. I've never seen it before. A Florida tag. It's never come back to anything before. So that's the reason for the stop.
What was the tag run for?
I'm sorry?
What was the tag run for?
Oh, we run tags all the time, whether it's the traffic lights and that sort of stuff. That's how we figure out if, cars are stolen and that sort of thing. Also, The windows were really dark. I don't have a tint measurer, but that's another reason for the stop.
Do you guys have cards on you?
Yeah, 1 second. Actually, this isn't my car, but I can write my name down if you'd like.
Yeah, you put my name.
I love it. She got them on Front Street. They're stupid. These guys are stupid. Look how stupid they look, though. These guys are they're so unprofessional. They need to be fired. They should get fired. Somebody needs to fire their ass. Fire these officers. This is the kind of behavior they constantly do, but this time they ran into a black state attorney with their racist crap that they pull. Yeah, get out of there. Oh yeah, back it up. So as you saw, family, you saw this is the state's attorney right here, Aramis Ayala. I'm loving it. You saw how they backed up and backed off of her. Because, see, they recognized that they were wrong. They were dealing with a state attorney, so they couldn't pull that racist crap that they always pull. They knew they couldn't get away with it. They knew it. And then when she asked them for their cards, I'm not in my car. I'm in somebody else's car. Let me just write down your information. You notice how the other officer on the other side of the car didn't say a word? He backed off quickly too, because they realized they had effed up. Anyways, I'm glad this happened, and I can't wait for Florida Aramis Ayala to have that conversation with the police chief, so maybe she can start preparing and mending the relationship between the police and communities of color, just as she described that's what her goal is to do. With that said, family, thanks a lot for watching. I really appreciate it. If you haven't subscribed already, please do so. Until the next video, thanks again. Take care of yourself. Peace out.